Ndị be anyị ekeneni m unu n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị sị na ya dịrị ndị Igbo na mma. Dịka o si dị, ihe a bụ Igbo Media ka anyị si wee na-ewetara unu ya bụ nnukwu ozi dị oke mkpa gbasịta maka ana Igbo and Igbo community and ihe debe na Nigeria. Ya bụ ife ka anyị na-ewetara unu na Igbo Media. Dịka isi wee na-esole anyị, ọ bụ na nke a bụ ụbọchị izizi gị ị na-abịa n'ilu akwụkwọ na Igbo Media, kabaru ka i subscribe and turn on your notification ka ị lapụ miss any of our update dịka anyị na-etikwu ya n'ilu akwụkwọ kwa mgbe. Dịka o si dị, o nwere ya wetara n'ụbọchị nke taa gbasịta maka ka ya bụ ife si ada and gbasịta maka ka ya bụ ife si akpọtụ n'ala Igbo. Biko mma achọ ka ige ya bụ ife. Ihe a bụ Biafran Prime Minister MAZI Simon Ekpa. O nwere ife okwu n'ilu akwụkwọ mma achọ ka unu ga-esi ya bụ ife ọ na-adọrọpụrụ anyị ifu nche n'ilu akwụkwọ gbasịta maka ihe ndị a niile okwu. Alright, over to you, sir.
Movement. And then I also approached the former government in exile, which actually Ralph Wazirike was part of. They failed me. And I know they will be listening. They failed me. That was actually what led to the formation of the present government of Biafra in exile. So all these things, I try to bring everybody together. I try to let those people who have been there before to come and bring what they have on the table so we can use it. Because I just joined Biafra in 2019. So, and what I did is, this Biafra have lingered for ages and we have history. So we do not need to fight this thing with guns and bullets alone. So there is a need for a well-structured and organized system to get this Biafra done. And I said, I will not fight this more than 5 years. So I gave myself 5 years to fight for Biafra and actualize Biafra. And this is where we are. This is the 5th year.
Now, when I interviewed Nnamdi Kanu, I asked him what role he would like to play if Biafra were to come. And he said he wouldn't want to play any role. You're already the prime minister. If there is Biafra today, what role will you play?
I will play any role Biafra gave me. One thing is that one thing I cannot do is to fight for this Biafra and allow idiots to come and ruin the system. No, I will put Finland. I want to bring Finland to Biafra. And I will not allow a stranger to come and bring Finland who doesn't know anything about Finland. Do you know our constitution is comprised of one of the best constitutions in the world? Our constitution today is comprised the Finnish constitution, the Switzerland constitution, and the United States constitution. So it is the best you can see. And let me tell you, the day we are going to unveil this constitution and vote on it, and people see this constitution, you will know that, yeah, indeed, we're going to be the civilization. We're going to bring civilization to Africa. So I cannot fight for Biafra to bring a better life, a better system that works for the people, for the interest of the people, and then somebody else who do not know the plan I have for Biafra people to come and start. No, it's not going to happen. I will be part of the government.
So what role will Nnamdi Kanu play?
MAZI Nnamdi Kanu have his own right to make a choice. So we cannot force him, but I believe that when he was making such comment, he don't know what we have done today. If he come out today and see what we have done, I believe he's going to have a change of mind.
What is your role, your relationship with the IPOB that was the other faction?
They are Biafrans. The only relationship I have with them is that they are Biafrans. And after Biafra become an independent state under the Biafra government in exile and de facto government, we will start a reconciliation process.
You think you can reconcile with them?
Why would they not? If they don't want to reconcile, they will go to exile. Yeah, well, the government will give them opportunity for reconciliation. That's what makes us different. I'm not here for vindictive or to kill anybody or anything like that. I want the best interest of the Biafra people. So those who believe in freedom, actually believe in freedom, they will be opened up for reconciliation.
One more question before I bring in the audience, and that's a question about people in what we know today as Niger Delta, who are saying that they don't want to be part of this. How will you force them to be part of what
they should first of all go and outnumber part of the 50 million people that voted for Biafra.
So are you going to
let me tell you, once they outnumber those numbers, we don't have any problem with that. Actually, it is even in the constitution we have today. So a confederating state means that they need to be educated for those who are shouting that too, because they don't know what is confederation. So they can still have whatever they want to have, do whatever they want to do in their state and all that, because they are completely free from everything we are doing. So if they feel that they can have a defense system that works for them, good for them. We can't do what Nigeria did to us to them. And let me tell you also that the issue of Niger Delta this, Niger Delta that is something that the Constitution of Biafra have actually addressed. So, and there's not going to be a better system than what we have today, this confederating state of Biafra, where they will have their choice and their right to do whatever they want to do, have their own constitution, have their own parliament, each state on their own. That is the best. And then our defense is the same, because we're going to have enemies that will surround us. And these enemies that will surround us is not just against us alone. They are against America, they are against the West. So America needs us, the West needs us in order to protect their interest, because once we protect the interests of America, we protect our interests. Once the business, the trade, the shipment and all that begin to move, our own interest is also protected. So when people talk about American interest, it is as if it is only America we are fighting for. No. When American interest in the region is protected, our interest is protected as well. When there is no piracy in the sea, after Biafra have become an independent state, we combat piracy, like the way they are spending billions today, they can't move freely in the sea and all that. That will end automatically. And our army will be army that is not going to have any Islamic affiliate, any terrorist affiliate, just like we have today, people that are affiliated to Boko Haram terrorist group. We're not going to have that in Biafra land,
right? Why is it that the Nigerian government, despite their efforts to get you extradited, that they've not been successful to getting Finland to work with them?
Finland doesn't work with a terrorist country.
All right.
And they will never work with terrorist country. That I can assure you here.
But you know that they are making moves.
Which move? The
Nigerian governments
they can make moves for all I care. I am here standing very strong because I know I'm not doing anything wrong.
All right. So for those who want to join us, I posted the link.
And also, Rudolph.
Yeah.
I want to say something here because this is an opportunity for me to address you.
Okay, go ahead.
And, so I want to say this, some of you have made bad decisions in the past, a very bad one. And so we have a record of making good decisions. And our decisions have actually favored our people for many years. And I want to tell you one bad decision you have made, and many of you. One is that I saw you protesting against Goodluck Jonathan during the 2015 election. You want Buhari to come in. It was a very bad decision. And sometimes like that, we look at the people who have made such decision that they are not capable to decide for the people. So when we are making this decision we're making today, that you may not see the effect of it today, you give us the benefit of doubt and see what it will turn out in the next few years. So Biafra that I'm fighting today and making all these things that many people are laughing at, they are laughing that we are going to have declaration in Finland. They don't know why we are having that. They are laughing that we are going to, I'm declaring Biafra. They are laughing that there is a national football team. They are all those things. And that is exactly what Gandhi said. They will laugh at you, they will mock you. At the end of the day, you win. So I want to say that some of us that are making this decision for the best interest of Biafra people, we see what people don't see. So you should be able to give us benefit of that and support the decision we make. We kicked against Buhari. It backfired. You people supported him. We kick against this Tinubu. You people, many of you supported him. And so it is very, very hard for people like us to come and listen to advisors that have made bad decisions in the past. It is very difficult for me, and I believe many people. So I just want to tell you this today because I may not have the opportunity to tell you again.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But I don't remember protesting against Jonathan.
Rudolph, I saw you carrying play card in the United States.
Saying what?
Protesting against Jonathan.
Me?
Yes, when they were organized Occupy Nigeria, I saw you now. I will post it.
Okay, yeah, post it, please. Share it. Let me remember because I don't remember that. But anyway, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking time coming here. I will still ask you for more questions, but I want to give our viewers a chance to also weigh in. So when you come in, please, you have to make sure that you have your camera on. I just want you to ask one question only. You have to be respectful because you are talking to the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic in a government in exile. So it's very important, and if you don't do that, we take you out. And there won't be any arguments. Just ask your question, listen to the answer, and then we find the best question you have. There are a lot of people who are trying to get in, and so when I bring you in, just be able to come up with one question. All right, Righteous Man, here first.
Yeah, good evening, Prime Minister Simon EKPA. I've been watching and following you for 2 years now. My question is this: how do you consider your safety as a priority? And should anything happen to you, who takes over from you?
Allow Biafrans and myself to worry about my safety. I don't have any problem with my safety.
Thank you, Righteous Man. Let's go to Ernest. Ernest, you're next. Ernest, unmute yourself. All right, so Ernest, I have to remove you if you cannot unmute yourself. Let's go to Okija and Okija. You're next.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so Mr. Ekpa, I mean, some people, might, think that this is funny, but this question is funny, but it's not. Behind you, I see American flag. I think that the other one is a Finnish flag, and the Israeli flag. And then, behind those flags, I mean, including the Biafran flag. Then, behind, you, I see, the Last Supper. Just a white man, he's not even Jewish. A white man, blonde hair, blue eyes. So I don't know, is this an image of Biafra? Is Biafra gonna be like a servant state to all this contraption? With the white man, I don't know, because what I know is that our people, we have our own religion. We have our own way of life. We had democracy before America was, founded. Igbo people, they are Republican people in nature. So, I mean, what image are you showing to us, with all these flags and the blonde man behind?
All right, so thank you very much for that question. Biafra government has officially three religion. We have the Jewish religion, Christian religion, and traditional religion, officially. I believe that I've answered your question. So you can choose which one you want to be part of. If you want to be part of a traditional worshiper, it is official in Biafra land. If you want to be part of Christianity, it is official in Biafra land. If you want to be part of Jewish, it is official in Biafra land. Myself, I'm a Christian and a traditional worshiper too.
So we won't have Islamic religion in Biafra. That's what you're saying.
I said official three language. Islam is not official religion. Sorry, Islam is not official religion in Biafra land.
But they'll be allowed to practice.
I said official. That actually answered you. Official.
All right. Thank you, Okija. So on the politics over here, you're next.
I said,
Prime Minister,
official three language. Islam is not official religion. Sorry, Islam is not official.
Something is echoing.
But they'll be allowed to practice.
I said official. That actually answered you. Official. So can somebody mute? Yeah, Ernest, I think.
Yeah. All right, Ovie, go ahead.
All right. Special thank you to Prime Minister Simon. I from the bottom of my heart, I actually respect your style of leadership, and I want to say thank you for coming. One, thank you for your clarity. Two, but most especially, thank you for the response you gave Rudolph in regard to the question he asked about the mistake he believed that Ojukwu made during the Biafra in the 60s. And your response on how you recognize that and how you are going about it, talking about the lobbies and all that. So particularly me, it hit me hard because currently I'm doing extensive research on the role of the West in regards to the civil war, the Biafran war. And I couldn't help notice two things. America actually supported one Nigeria over Biafra. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, supported one Nigeria over Biafra based on two things. One, they were scared that if Biafra actually got their sovereignty, they might decide to lean towards the Soviet Union. You remember, it was at the middle of the Cold War in the 60s. That's one. Two, another concern of them is that if they allowed that to actually, the Biafra to actually get their sovereignty, it might become the norm within the sub-Saharan region or indeed the whole continent, and that would be too much for them to deal with at that time. So that's why they fully supported. But events that is happening today is as the same as what happened in the 60s, but in this time take a different face, which is China in disguise of BRICS. Why, of course, the still almighty United States. And I noticed that I don't know if I can be heard. I noticed that you are happy that Donald Trump won. So I'm curious, in order to avoid the mistake that the Donald believed that Ijuku made in the 60s, is that why you are in total recognition of Donald Trump coming and the supremacy of America? Or what do you believe that Tinubu-led administration, which has more to bargain with? I don't know if my
Yeah. I don't know, Rudolph, can I answer him?
Yeah, go ahead.
First of all, I would like to say that Ove is a very good friend of mine before. So, and he knows me very well before, not now. So I thank him for the acknowledgement. But if anybody knows me, Agbaje knows me very well. I don't know whether he has told you that.
Yes.
All right. So to answer him, the reason why we are very happy with the Trump administration coming into the White House is because of his foreign policy, which I believe every reasonable person in the world would be very happy for Trump coming back, because there are crises everywhere. There are wars everywhere, which are actually avoidable. So, and we believe that Trump foreign policy will fix those issues, because sometimes you need some kind of radical leaders to make things done. And Trump is one of those radical leaders that will change things, will change the paradigm in the entire globe. So on the issue of whether it is whether Trump is going to support Biafra, or whether what you asked about during Ojoko time and all that, the reason why we are doing what we are doing today is that that mistake I explained before, we are now in Washington, D.C., heavily present in Washington, D.C. I have met with number of congressmen. I have met with number of think tank group. I have met with policymakers, including past White House, members of the government of the United States, past members of the government of the United States, and all that. I have met a lot of them. And what we are doing today is to educate them, because Nigeria, they supported in those days, has become a failed state. Nigeria has become a country that breeds criminals. Nigeria has become a country that supports terrorism. Every policy of Nigeria today is going toward nosediving to a completely failed state. So America will not be proud to continue to support this kind of failed state, and especially Trump with his policy, foreign policy, especially on protecting the Christians and the minority group. We believe that it is going to be for the interest of the Biafra people and people who have suffered severe killings and ethnic cleansings like us, that Nigeria have done to us. So we believe that, first of all, if you remember that when Biden came in, what they did was to remove Nigeria from the country of a special concern. And it was condemned by everybody. But Biden and his administration did not listen to that. Even when there were no reasonable ground to remove Nigeria from the country of a list of a concerned country, they still remove him. remove the Nigeria state. So we believe that Trump coming to power will put Nigeria on their toe. And as you can agree with me, even before now, we have information that many of you do not have. We know that Nigeria have, supported the re-election of Kamala Harris secretly and and openly. So why are they supporting this re-election? Because of the way they have ignored the atrocities of Nigeria. And so you should be asking yourself question, why was Nigeria removed from the country of special concern? Nobody has been able to address and answer that question till today. So we believe that Trump coming to power, first of all, he is going to hit hard on a terrorist state like Nigeria. And then also look at what we are bringing to the table as alternative to restore peace and stability. Trump is coming to restore peace, not only in the Sahel region, also in Ukraine and in Gaza. So, and somebody has to do it. So we are bringing this particular solution, alternative to what they have on ground. And that alternative and solution is Biafra as an independent state. And I want all of you to understand that Biafra is not only going to benefit Biafra people, it's going to benefit the entire indigenous people within Nigeria area, including the Duduwas and other indigenous nationality within the Nigeria area. The emergence of Biafra as a nation will put an end to upsurge of terrorists. It will disintegrate the interest of the terrorists while they are coming to Sahel. It will also cut ties immediately. Just that Biafra has been recognized, only the pronouncement will make the entire region calm down, because the terrorists will start fleeing. Why would they be fleeing? They'll be fleeing because their only interest is to capture Biafra territory, which is the majority Christian-dominated area today in the entire Sahel region. I don't know whether you're aware of that. So the interest is in Biafra land, not actually in northern Nigeria. So, but they want to, first of all, cut our wings by cutting the neighbors, and then after that, they will come to us. And that's why we started resisting them ahead of time. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Let's go to Ikolola.
Thank you. Good evening, Dr. Damages and Prime Minister of Biafra, Simon Ekpa. I was just wondering, do you have to look so good to be a Prime Minister? Good to see you.
Thank you. That is so good. At least I don't want to look like the ancestor in Nigeria. I'm a young man, so I have to look good. Thank you.
Okay. Right. This is my question to you. Are you hell-bent on secession? Must we secede? Must Biafra break away? Is that the only solution to the Igbo problem? And please, that is not the only solution.
I think breaking away is not actually.
But let me finish. Let me finish. You get the whole context.
Okay.
If you're not hell-bent on secession, let's imagine you're not hell-bent on secession. What do you really want to see that the Nigerian element puts into place before you say, okay, then this is a pathway to unity? That is, if you're not hell-bent on secession. Did you get my question, sir?
Yeah. Okay. Now let me answer you. With all due respect, this is not the time for us to contemplate on whether there is a solution for us to remain one or not. This issue of whether we are going to remain one is something that we cannot revisit again, because the agenda of the Nigeria state is not for developmental purposes, is not to help the people, the citizens of Nigeria, is not to bring any innovative ideas, is not to build infrastructure, to bring security, to build road, give hospital, schools. No. So it is only one agenda, which is the most important thing to them, is the Islamic agenda. And you will agree with me that since 1989, after what we call Abuja Declaration, what was Abuja Declaration? Abuja Declaration was the gathering of Islamic scholars, Islamic countries in Abuja, where the decision was made that the only thing they have to do is not to pursue development in any region within the Sahel region, but also to install all Muslims in different position and strategic position for the Islamization of that region. So that particular implementation of the Abuja 1989 Declaration is already 90%, if not 100. And that's why for the very first time in the history of Nigeria, you have a Muslim ticket. And people did not see anything wrong with that. In fact, before this Muslim ticket, a lot of people said it is not possible. It is not going to happen. Even the people who call themselves pastors and all those preachers, all those liars, they were saying that God told them it is not going to happen. If it happened, they say, make the thunder fire all of them, make fire burn them. They pray all those prayers, all those nonsense. It did not. It still happened. Muslim ticket. It is called the implementation of Abuja Declaration 1989. And I want people in Nigeria to go and read Abuja Declaration. They have altered those the content of the declaration, but everybody who knows it knows the content was to install Muslims in all strategic positions for the Islamization of the entire region. So the Biafrans are resisting that because we understand that very well. So if you tell us, let us come down now so that it is everybody will be one, they will come harder on us in the next 10 years, and we don't want to go back there again. So what are we saying? We are saying that we need a country where there is going to be rule of law, justice, fairness, equity. We need a country where our women will go to hospital without paying money, doctor will attend to them. We want a country where our students will go to school and nobody will kidnap them. We want a country where we are going to have good road, transportation, good social amenity, and possibly provide social security for our people. It may also interest you that as a government in exile today, we have the strongest national identity card. As a government in exile, the only country that will compete with us today is South Africa. The security we have in our national ID card, and it is European standard. It will be unveiled.
And by Ekenekwen Mono, Kunisina na Igbo media, boy by si wotero ni yabo osi dio kempa. Basta maka ya bife Biafran Prime Minister kwuru n'ilu akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị uhuruchi nke taa. Eke ife were ikwu gbasata maka ya bife ndị a niile okwu gasị dị iche iche. Dropụrụ anyị ife iche n'ilu akwụkwọ na comment section na Igbo media. Ndị be asị na n'Igbo ya adị na ya dị ka echi ada agwụ ọgwụ. Ise. Thank you and God bless.